Hey everyone, I'm Nick the Pro, PGA professional and director of club fitting out here at Fossil Trace Golf Club, as well as a certified Titleist fitter, which is beneficial for this video since we are going to be looking at the Titleist TS1. I make these videos to share my knowledge and help you make the right choice and decision when purchasing new clubs based on what I'm seeing in my fittings. I'll show all the shafts that are available at no upcharge and discuss who they'll benefit and the slight differences in each. The driver is currently on sale for $350, which means that's the most you should ever pay. So there can be some upcharge shafts out there, but typically we never fit into those. With all the shafts that they have available, there's actually 84 of them at no upcharge. You can find the right one for you. So who is this driver for? The TS1 is going to be for beginners, high handicappers, and those with a moderate swing speed. If you're a mid handicapper, jump over the TSI 2 or 3 videos. Low handicappers can check those out too, as well as the TS4 video. I don't review the TS1, I'm just helping you make an informed decision as opposed to just going out and grabbing this club off the rack. It's a lighter club head designed to get greater backspin and max out forgiveness for moderate swing speeds, just like we said. So if you're in the first category, this is the best Titleist driver for you. First up, we've got the everything goes the same distance. The 3 shafts available in this category are great across all tempos, and you'll notice that the Kuro might go a bit lower than the other 2. The Speeder is by far the best shaft here, as we want to maximize the launch and backspin so we can get the most distance. If we're at this swing speed, typically our backspin isn't high enough, so the Speeder will help us create more backspin, which means the ball can stay in the air longer. Almost always going to use the 12.5 degree head and usually set the hosel to A4. A bit more athletic, you can go with the Fubuki. If you already hit it really high, then you can try the 9.5 or 10.5 degree head, but I'd still pair that with the Speeder shaft. The next category is for when we hit it up to 180 yards, or the ladies flex. It's going to be the same 3 shafts, but maybe a little different on the chart. Super smooth swingers, so that low tempo. Going to go with the air speeder. Harder swingers, swing a little more from the top, kind of like the Tiger swing. They're going to go with the Kuro. And then the Fubuki kind of fits everyone in between. Still going to stay with that 12.5 degree head typically in this category. But if you're a little more athletic, you can try the 10.5 degree head with maybe that Kuro or Fubuki shaft. And then if we still need maximized distance, we're going to go with that 12.5 degree head, set it to A4, use that air speeder. Now, for those that hit it 180 to 200 yards, the chart will look the same as the previous one. A-flex is also going to be good for ladies or juniors that are a little taller, so about 5'7" or taller, as well as for you ladies that have always played a men's standard length shaft. Instead of getting the ladies flex, jump up to this one, use the A-flex, use that standard men's length that you're used to. Again, kind of the same as the last category. Smoother swingers go with that air speeder. Harder swingers, harder tempo, go with that Kuro. And then same thing for height. Typically going to stay in the 12.5 degree head. If you already hit it really high, jump down to the 10.5 or 9.5 degree heads. Regular flex shafts, a lot more options, a lot more happening on the chart. Tough to fit a smooth swinger in this category, not too many options. You can see if they need height, they've got that air speeder, but not too much else. So typically if there's a smooth swinger, kind of beginner, hits at about 200, a little more than that, I'll just jump them to a different head. Moderate to hard swingers have lots of options. You can see the previous 3 shafts kind of way up top left. They're in their own category. Everything else is going to be clumped down in the middle, so it's all mid and lower launching shafts. If you got the fast tempo started up top, you're going to kind of look at those Rogues. You got the new RDX and the Tenseis. Smoother swingers, you know, Annika, Fred Couples, Ernie Els, create the lag and just kind of smooth transition. Typically gonna like the feeling of that the tubers and the speeders. Like I said, there's some better shafts and better heads available for the smoother swingers, just in different club head. If you still need help getting up in the air, go with that 12.5 degree head. If you need some more height, you can still stick in those first 3 shafts that we looked at. 5th category brings us to the stiff flex shafts. The early 3 are the only high launching shafts here. Like we said, everything else is going to be mid or lower launching. So these are kind of spread out, but they're a lot closer than what they look like on that chart. If you swing this fast and hit it just barely off the ground, you can still stick with that 12.5 degree head and maybe one of those top 3. But we'll get to that a little bit later. The rest of the shafts, like we said, mid and lower launching. Finally have some smoother tempo swing, great options with that hazardous yellow. And then we get the T1100, the Terminator shaft for the super hard swingers. Those are all going to be very low launching. Typically with the TS1 head, it's designed for moderate swing speeds. So I've never actually fitted anyone into a stiff shaft with this head, even with an extra stiff head, extra stiff shaft. So honestly, if you're in this category distance-wise, gonna look at a different head. So pop on over to the TSI2, might be a little better option. And here's the last category, some new shafts. We get rid of 2 of those original 3 as well. But like I said, if you swing this fast, this isn't the club head for you. Hope this was helpful. Links are below if you're interested. And to help me convince my bosses that these are worth making, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks.